I wrote the song. It started in a shower.
Started in a shower?
Yeah.
Just
like a dressing room, like a locker room shower.
Okay.
Just like backstage at
a show, yeah.
What do you have? Do you have a melody, or do you have words, or what?
I had it all. I wrote it all there in the shower.
Really? Did you bring the guitar in the shower?
I remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When
that was like everyone was backstage doing whatever you do, wasting time before a show, and you could just kind of hear him like off in the distance, and then
shower.
Yeah. Does the songs come often in the shower?
A lot of melodies do. Some, I don't know if they do any more than any other area, actually.
So the video. Talk about the video. We were just talking about it a little bit before, but
yeah, it's shot at Bear Creek Studios in Seattle, but it is like a sweet vibe. Obviously, like if you watch the videos, you know, it's like this old barn out in the middle of the woods, pretty much, and it would be awesome to record it at some point, but. You can't waste as much time as we did recording this one.
Did you waste a lot of time?
We just spent a lot of time in the studio because
Were the songs finished beforehand, or were they still being written? Is that why it took a while?
Like 2/3 of the songs, maybe.
Yeah.
We're finished.
There's like three or four songs on the record that either like we just hadn't worked on as a band, or that like someone wrote while we were in the studio and brought it in and got all finished up.
Well, just back to Shake for a second, just because I love Chris's bass part. Like,
yeah,
that's it. It's got me hooked in my.
Yeah. I feel like he yanked that from Group Love, but
every interview I watch with you guys, Group Love comes up somehow. Big Group Love fans.
I mean, I'm not going to say no. I'm not a big, but no. I that's surprising that they come up all that often because I haven't really. We toured with them. We toured with them for like a week in Australia, and they're fucking great. But that's like the only time I've ever seen like any influence, you know, from that come in. I don't know.
Okay,
but yeah,
interesting.
It is a sweet bass line.
I find it also interesting that Shake goes into Cruel, so you get this big hit song, jammy, vibey, and then Cruel's like just really slows it down. How can the track sit like that on the record?
Because it feels good.
It felt, yeah.
It feels good. I think that's how you sequence a record. Is you listen to a song and you go like, where does my mind end up when this song finishes, and like. And what you know, we spent like a few weeks arguing back and forth over like every single, you know, what song goes best towards the beginning of the record, towards the end of the record. Like this song clearly has to come after that song. You know, like what's the best opener? That was like the most controversial. But yeah, just the sequence of the record like hugely affects like how you view songs. Strangely enough, you know, or how you view the record. Like if we opened up with Springtime, for example, and it starts off with
isn't that what you're opening with, or Summertime?
Maybe it shows, but like on the record, if you start with that, then everyone's like, oh, they're making an electronic record. But if you start with, but that's like only one of 13 songs, so you put it somewhere where like it feels more natural and doesn't kind of like set the tone. So sequence of the record is pretty important to.
I just love the opening line too in Homecoming Heroes. Now I know people want a story. It's a great way to it's a great opening line for a record. Like it almost had to sit first.
Yeah, well, that was, I feel like...
Who wrote that one on YouTube? Whose is that? That's Jones.
Yeah. That one's like bands at like any different, you know, at any level, but like as you start gaining some sort of notoriety as a band or as, you know, a person in any sort of like public walk of life, you have to deal with a lot of people viewing you not as like a human, but as like a thing that they can like tear down, or that they can like ascribe motivations to, even if those, you know, even if there's no like basis in reality for them, you know. And it was just kind of like, it was like growing pains of a band.
Do you guys gravitate to piano or guitar? Just switching topics when you write typically. Like where do the songs start for each of you? Do they start differently?
Yeah, I go through phases.
For this record, at least.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like,
okay.
Like over the course of like a few months, like it could be like an acoustic guitar or piano, or like right now I'm coming up with everything that I'm coming up with is like in sound check, kind of hearing it in a big space, echoing back at me on guitar, but like as opposed to like being in a tiny room just by yourself, like hearing it in there is what kind of gets my brain working. I feel like it's totally
What about for you, John?
different every time.
It changes. Just depends.
Yeah. There's no like formula so much as just you have to be looking for songs that will come to you if you're looking and won't if you're not.
We do something called 5 questions. 5 quick questions, 1-word answers. Both you can answer. Road or studio?
Studio.
He's thinking.
I don't know. That's a tough one.
Today.
Today, definitely studio.
Lennon or McCartney?
Oh, that's easy.
Is it easy? Everyone says that's hard. Okay, which one for you?
It's too easy. Lennon.
I'm more of like a Harrison kind of guy.
Cool. When you hear a song, what usually hits you first? Lyrics, melody, or rhythm?
Melody.
Lyrics.
If someone's never heard The Head and the Heart before, what song do they start with?
I feel like on the last record, for me, it was Down in the Valley, and on this one, it's probably Another Story.
Cool.
Yeah, I don't know.
But ultimately, I feel like I kind of would prefer that they listen to the album in the order that it comes.
In 1 word, describe The Head and the Heart.
I can't answer
every
that.
band gets the same 5 questions.
I can't answer that question. Life is much more complex than 1 word.
That's a good answer.
That's
take that.
That's well.
Jonathan?
I'm sick of talking about this band, in all honesty. I'm not answering that question, man. I hate talking about our band.
What do you want to talk about?
I want to go to sleep.
You want to go have a little nap before the show? All right, I'll let you get to sleep. Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I was napping, actually.